Travelers Cup final between the city-state of Catania and TSK on MBS and MBN. I'm not short 925 of MBN Sports as we are getting set for this matchup in anybody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it is a best of 3 games. We're starting here. Best of 3? Okay, so best of 3 starting here in Zakar. Then we got 1 game in Titsonsaki, potentially 2, depending on how the series turns out. We're just about to get ready for game number 1 here in Zakar. If Frog, you could please take the field.
And I'm Elite Neon, and tonight I will be your secondary commentator as always.
Frog.
I very much hope this won't be an insufferable game.
Frog, oh. Frog, let's go. Game time.
Hello, Frog, hello.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, where'd he go? Okay. Hey, he's over there. Alright. I'll turn over to Skelly for referee.
Are you ready for this first game of the Shovelers Cup Finals for the 2020 season?
Yep.
Looks like he's ready. All right. So 3, 2, 1, go.
And off they go. The Shadow Point start has been a pretty... Oh, maybe. Frog.
Frog seems to be motionless at the moment. Even Kitty has... Oh, no, is he charging? I believe he's charging at...
Okay,
Wait,
Frog can't hear us, so...
And he cannot hear us.
Well, he's in Mumble, so...
Just do the countdowns in chat.
Oh. Wait. I think he's fixing it. I think he's trying to mend the audio issues.
Okay, Frog, you ready?
I would take that as a yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
And now for real, we are beginning as the arrow completely despawns on the field, and Frog takes point of digging first in this Shovelers Cup final.
Of course, both of these contestants are guaranteed prizes. The winner will get $1,000 and the loser will get $600.
That the co-commissioner of Major League Police, Skelly Zomperman.
Regarding these statistics tonight, the city-state of Catania went 22-1 this season, 11-0 at home. The Titsonsaki team went 25-8 and went 12-4 at home.
So by the numbers, then technically Kitty doesn't have a home field disadvantage. It's just home field more interesting game. As that has been brought up around this Zakar Diamondplex quite a few times. And as mentioned, viewers on MBN mentioned in the Open, this is their 4th meeting, met 2 times in the MLS regular season. Down goes Frog.
And Frog goes down.
And down goes Frog, 1-0 to Catania early. And I'm realizing that my text files are backwards.
Ready?
There we go.
Are you ready? All right. For the second round, 3, 2, 1, go.
So Catania with a quick 1-0 lead. And as I was mentioning before, Frog fell. It's their 4th meeting between these two in 2020, 2 times in the MLS regular season. And these two met for the close call for Kitty there. met in the Anniversary Spleef Invitational final, which was won by City State of Catania, and I believe that Catania also went 2-0 against Titsan Saki in regular season play. However, the Anniversary Spleef Invitational final was a much more interesting game. Some close calls for Kitty there as Frog is digging behind him. Lags over the hole and
Very
he is
close.
dancing
That's
around death,
witchcraft.
folks.
Those fingers in my hair. Witchcraft, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Sinatra rolls around in his grave.
And definitely a lot
Incredibly close call.
close calls for both ends, but definitely some constant trench digging. So now they
And this
take a
will be the
break
only
here. Now they're a
cliche
bit of
line
a
that I will be
stalemate, still digging.
The only cliche line I'll be using tonight is the trench line, and the trench, of course, has been, and I forgot the line. Well, there you go,
Entrenched
ladies
in
and
the
gentlemen.
minds of MLS players since some game you played in at the beginning of the season.
The first
Thank you very much,
televised
Kelly.
series of MLS Season 4 on MBS between the City State of Shadow Point and Salina. Back
I'm out of
in
touch, ladies and
mid-May.
gentlemen.
And now we're in the beginning of August, as the season will come to an end tonight.
Looking at these statistics from that game, I do believe I got whooped, and the final score on that, I cannot even find that one. I am half asleep now, ladies and gentlemen, but I got whooped, so there you go.
Continue to make a lot of movement around the field. Definitely no stopping, as you got plenty of field here in Zakar at the Diamondplex. As they continue to make moves. Kitty with some close calls, and down he goes!
Kitty goes down.
And we are tied at 1.
Ready.
Ready.
Looks like we're waiting for Frog. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
And the Shadows Point start once again. And as they're just coming into my entity render distance, and Frog starts digging first a double trench. Small one in relation to the size of the field. Really don't know what that is. It probably isn't anything, to be honest. Of course, how these two got Frog beat Salina in the semis by virtue of winning the first game, and Salina forfeiting the second game. Titsensaki winning against Cactus River in the quarters. Sorry about that delay there. Just pulling the bracket up. And Catania beating Sandsvik in the quarters and Winterside in the semis to make it to this stage.
Looks like Frog's got Catania on the ropes. Never mind.
Definitely an interesting one so far.
I wouldn't say
And save.
on the ropes,
And there it goes.
considering
Frog very close to falling into that T-shaped hole there. And oh, what a
And he
move by
falls in.
Kitty. Frog tries to make a move and Kitty takes advantage. It's 2-1 in favor of City State of Catania.
Ready.
Ready.
for this fourth round, 3, 2, 1, go.
Round 4 underway here.
If I may, the trench looks like a fishing rod.
Yep.
It's more like a match.
That's what-
one.
Actually, no. It looks more like oh, never mind. It doesn't look like the thing I was about to mention, but because
Now it looks
that.
like a headless person. You can see the legs, and you can see I believe the right arm shaped down and the left arm pointing up.
So an armless, headless person. Well, one less arm and headless.
Now the man has a head.
Y there, and actually it could be also Y with an exclamation point. There are several connotations, as it's become a running theme in Spleef in general, and also this season, is trying to make out what these trenches look like from an aerial view. Where I'm looking right now, where they're just running around, it looks like a boot with a spur on it.
In this reporter's
now
eyes,
they've
the
made a
field
gun
is quite
there.
simply pulverized. Oh, and don't you know, not short makes the first gun reference. You never know these things, you know. They can go anyway.
Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Well, I'm not mad about it or anything, though. Well, at least you got to fit in.
Alrighty then.
But as the reporter who always makes the gun references, I don't know where you are speaking of. I don't really see
It was a stretch, actually, so... Obviously, games in Zakar always longer, however, they are definitely less defensive than ones in say, a 21 by 21 field.
You have a lot of ice sheet to play with when you play in Zakwar. You do not have a
Indeed.
lot of ice sheet. You do not have enough ice sheet at all to play in Providence Park or Virus Memorial or the Spleefnasium.
Yes, you may.
And Frog calls time to get a new shovel. And
You guys both okay?
they're both ready.
3, 2, 1.
And the shadow points start on the already pulverized field, because you could say shadow point restart. Don't see many of those very often. Frog replenishing his shovel, as that's definitely not an uncommon occurrence in Zakar. Oh, Kitty falls back. He avoids the defensive move made by Frog, and then he falls back into a hole that was already there. It is now 2-2, tie game.
Are you ready for the 5th round?
Yep.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
And off they go again. Oh, Frog tries to make a jump, and what a horrible mistake there by Frog. As Steady State of Catania quickly jumps back out in front for a match point, 3-2 lead.
Ready.
Match point, City State of Catania. 3, 2, 1, go.
So Frog, of course, titled him in our Open as the record-breaking rookie. Indeed he was. He does break Larkspur's 2019 most wins in a season record of 20 with a 25-9 season and 50 points to get him to the top seed. And it looked pretty clear from beginning to end there. as he had 3 wins. 3 wins or 6 points over the city-state of Catania when the season ended. Now here they are in the final. This final would have still been possible despite who had the top seed and who had the second seed, so the top 2 seeds making it. Definitely a wide trench down here. Now they come over to a less touched part of the field. Frog trying to go around. Back on the same side, more trenching. And close calls for both on that spot there. And now Kitty's out of my entity render distance. He's coming back around.
Kid is making a charge. Is it going to go all the way? No, he retracts at the last moment.
No,
now
he
he's going all
might.
the way.
It makes a little dig there.
The 2 are charging at each other, and the trench is being dug.
Both of which definitely playing offensively. No large stalemates, such as ones we saw in the semifinal series between Selena and Titsonsaki. Quite a long stalemate before it got really offensive.
In this big game at the end, this reporter can only surmise that the offense is
Oh, close calls for Frog.
Defense may win championships, but offense is gonna make this one. Another close call there on both sides.
Frog backed up against the wall here. He is definitely trying not to lose game 1 to Kitty here. He tries to get some distance between the 2, and they're definitely onto the less pulverized part of the field, and Frog nearly falling in there. We've already got a nice trench that takes a turn. Oh, double, and oh, Kitty falls!
I do believe, not short, you need to say those magic words.
3.
Deuce!
Time 2 says that not short, your audio is ahead of the video by 5 seconds.
I can't do much about that, buddy.
Frog, are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Time I can do.
JP,
I can't do much about that. Much about video audio delay.
The MLS final game 1 is currently tied 3-3.
So I heard.
If I'm...
That's what I'm here for.
Kitty basically... How did he not fall back there, folks? I don't know how that happened. Time, I feel like it might be on your end if it's delayed. I haven't had that problem, but... That might just be on your end, honestly. So... Close calls for Kitty back there, now they're on the other end of the field. Kitty almost falling in there, How is he not falling, literally? Lag is on his side right now.
What the fuck? I'm like digging directly under Frog and he's not... What?
I could see you, like, it looked like you were floating above the water. I'm so, like on air above the water. That's what the footage would prove. That might just be my end.
No, I can confirm that there is some major witchcraft going on here in Zachariah.
Okay,
You're in survival.
There he goes.
I was gonna say, Frog's in survival mode, isn't he?
I would think so.
I can I'll double check on that when I get on.
Well, watch quickly change to survival.
Okay, I'm ready.
I think that trench you just dug proved it, but...
Are you ready for match point Tissonsaki?
Ready.
3-4 the score line as I was trying to understand how that happened, but anyway.
3, 2, 1, go.
Off we go. Match point now in Titsan-Saki. Oh, I forgot to say the other line. Advantage, right team. Okay, there we go. Now I'm fulfilled for the time being. Anyway.
This broadcast of the MLS on MBN and MBS was brought to you by Wii Sports Tennis. Deuce.
Yes. Yes. That's probably the best line.
I did not know you were floating over the, Oh wait, I have it on Vanish, so that's good.
Looks like new horizons and new trends.
Oh my goodness, Kitty!
Kitty just walked straight over.
Down goes Frazier, and the score's 3-5. Titsan-Saki, and Titsan-Saki takes the first game of the series.
Kitty literally just walked over an open chasm for me.
That's been happening. It's so weird.
Maybe the
I don't know if
TPS
it's
is
just,
screwy.
Yeah, I think
Probably
it's the
something
TPS.
to do with my internet connection. My internet is shit right now. Anyway, for our viewers.
Oh my lord, yes it is.
For our viewers on MBS, we'll be right back. And welcome back to the Shovelers Cup Finals live on MBS. That scoreboard is wrong. Let's fix that. Here we go. Anyway, for our viewers on MBS, welcome back to the Shovelers Cup Final for Major League Spleef. Not live on MBS. We will be back with Game 2 of the series right after MBN gets back from commercial. Titsan-Saki won the first game 5-3 against the city-state of Catania.
And welcome everybody on MBN to game number 2 of this Shovelers Cup Final. Titsan-Saki in a thriller 3-5 victory in Sakar. Now we're ready for game number 2. In Titsan-Saki, and what is apparently the just for the playoffs arena. Although MPN has only covered one other series, Titsan-Saki, in the regular season. That against Radiant Square, who eventually just called it quits after a few games. But Frog and Kitty are ready, as it seems, and a much smaller arena called for, I would assume, as much as a much quicker game. And
that doesn't necessarily apply.
Well, it can. I mean, if it's an offensive game, it'll be much quicker than game 1, but if it's more defensive, then it will be probably about as long, maybe longer. It just depends on how the game goes, so why don't we just get into it?
Are you ready for the first round? They're ready for the first round of Game 2 of the Shovelers Cup Finals. 3, 2, 1.
And we're off in this new arena in Titsaki, the Shadow Point start as always. And the very small arena here, 21 by 21, same dimensions as many of the great ballparks of this MLS league.
Watch me be big dumb and forget to unmute my audio. Welcome everybody to game number 2. Okay, I don't know. Count how many times I've done that this year. So, Titsaki, a thriller victory 3-5 in Zakar on the road to take game 1 and now game 2 in the just for the playoffs arena in Titsaki. And obviously a much smaller arena. If this is offensive, it'll definitely be quicker. But obviously with these smaller arenas, you definitely don't get as offensive a game as you do at the Diamondplex.
It seems that Frog and the Titsaki team are currently 26-8, and Kitty at 1-2-3-1 is 22-2.
And down goes Kitty. 1-0 to the home team.
I'm not going to win against Frog in this arena. Alright, I'm
Ready.
Ready for the second round. 3, 2, 1, go.
Off again.
And
against
game
Frog
2.
in a large arena, and I still lost. So
Barely.
I think I can call how this is going to go.
Well, isn't his other arena larger, right? Yep, down goes Kitty again. 2-0.
This is going to be a quick game. Ready.
Are you ready? The third round. They are ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Very close calls for
Very
both on
close
that
calls.
one. Kitty sees himself going down here, and yes, match point for Titsaki.
Match point for Titsaki. This is a
Ready.
match point, series point. Everything is on the line.
This for the championship.
3,
For the cup,
2,
folks.
1, go.
Then why?
And we're off again for what could be the final time. Sorry to step on you, not short. And major lag spike. I'm Elite Neon. This is the MLS and MBS.
Oh, Kitty nearly.
Lag.
Kitty cites
it
his
looks-
internet.
It looks to me that he literally was floating over the air.
This could be it. This is very close. This
He get blindsided. Oh
unbelievably
no! Oh
unbelievably
no!
close.
Close calls! And he gets over
Oh, no.
to a larger part of the field, and he is not down yet.
The lag is most definitely in Kitty's favor. Frog makes an offensive move while Kitty's eating.
Frog makes a move while the Kitty tries to eat. He gets to another corner of the field. This is and he trips the balls, and that's over.
And that's it. That's it.
Titsaki, your
goes
2020
Frazier.
Major League Split champions.
Auburn has won the football game.
Alright, for our viewers on MBS, this has been the MLS final. Titsaki, after a complete blowout against the City State of Catania in Game 2, is the champion for MLS Season 4. We expect the next MLS season will probably be next summer. There's typically an MLS season every summer, and we will be
Trophy presentation.
and we will presumptively be broadcasting Season 5 next year. Stick around right here on MBS. For
And
that.
I should
As
say
will
this
MBN.
is. And I should say this is very but if things go sideways as far as COVID and stuff like that over the winter time, and there's an extended winter break, we might have a tournament or a mini season or something like that over the holidays. So stay tuned for that.
Okay, I can tell it's very unofficial.
Also, for
And now
our
the trophy presentation getting set up on the field here in Titsonsaki.
Also, for our viewers on MBS, we have the graphics relaunch coming up on August 8th. On that day, we will be broadcasting Survivor and the MRT Vision semifinals ceremony, so stay tuned with us for that.
So Frog picking up its first win against City State of Catania in 2020. I think first 2 wins even. After going 3-0 against them. 3-0 against 0-3 against Catania, and now the presentation of the Shovelers Cup here on the field in Titsonsaki. Turned over to whoever is going to come up to the
wait a
podium,
second.
I guess.
Maybe, hang on just a second. Should I change to my more formal skin for this?
I don't care.
You can have a minute to do that.
So, Skelly can go first, I guess.
You know, I'll skip this. I'll skip it for now.
It's too much work.
Good afternoon. Well, no, it's not afternoon for everyone. Good morning to those of you watching in the West Pacific and East Asia. Good evening to those of you watching from the Americas. And I would like to congratulate everyone who has participated in this Major League Spleef season and made it possible. We had 21 competitors this season, and for the first time ever, we had the largest playoffs in history, as we had 10 teams qualify for the playoffs, in addition to our record of 22 teams in Major League Spleef. And of course, it was a pretty entertaining playoffs after an entertaining regular season that was thankfully also fully broadcasted by our partners, MBS and the MBN. But first, before I congratulate the winners, I would like to thank and congratulate the runner-ups, City State of Catania, Kitty Cat 11231, who won a $600 runner-up prize. And they played a nice sportsmanlike series. Unfortunately, it wasn't as close as we may have been hoping, but still a good game. And before we present to Fog, let's give Valkorian 314, who is the other commissioner of this league. You may not have seen him that much, but he is a big part in this league for sure. So I'll give it to him to speak as well.
Thank you, Skelly. And yes, hi, I'm Valkorian314, and in the first year I may have founded Major League Spleef, but in the seasons after that, I brought Skelly on to help out, and he's been a really big part of why we have been able to continue for so many years. I would especially like to thank him for how he essentially ran the show this year while I just plain didn't feel like playing much Spleef. If it hadn't been for him, there really wouldn't have been much of a season to begin with. So I just want to give my special thanks to Skelly for that. And again, congratulations to Titsonsaki and Frog for Cup, and to Kitty Cat 11231 in the City State of Catania for an excellent performance in the regular season and in the playoffs to get themselves here. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to all of the rest of our teams for part in believing in this league, and to the MRT staff for their generous event grant so we could give the winners some sort of incentive to play here. Other than that, I think I'll hand it back to Skelly for the trophy presentation.
Alright, let's bring Frog onto the podium for to present the 2020 Shovelers Cup.
Boo. Boo. Booing
Yep.
the commissioners, not Frog. Boo. Because that's How we do it in sports. Boo.
That's only in every league but the NBA.
Congratulations, Frog, on your victory and your championship of this 2020 Major League Spleef season. How do you feel about this?
Well, obviously, since it's a pretty big tournament that's lasted like lots of months, I'm obviously pretty happy.
What are you going to do now?
Any bets on the line?
Join the next season.
You're supposed to say going to Disney World. I'm sorry, that's grounds for execution. Good night, everybody.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, there you go, folks. That's
Once
it.
again, thank you to everyone who has made this season an accomplishment. Congratulations not just to Frog for winning Major League Spleef, the Shovelers Cup this year, but to everyone else who participated in this season for a season well played, and we'll hand it off back to the broadcasters now.
Okay, so Frog and Titsonsaki in the rookie season wins the Shovelers Cup. What a performance this season. 50 points, 25 wins, and a great playoff performance. That'll do it for our coverage on MPN and MBS.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
we
sure.
should.
What?
We should make a quick correction, though. This isn't Frog's first season. He played
Oh.
in a few of the past seasons, but took a few years off and then came back stronger than ever.
Okay, ignore me then.
I know he played in
And
season
if
1.
I'm
I did not know that. Well, look at me being stupid. Alright. On that note, thank you for watching. This has been Shovelers Cup Final on MBS and MBN. For viewers on MBN, tune in this Saturday for Survivor and next Sunday for the GSM. Both of those will be on MBS as well as the MRT Vision semis on MBS, with their graphics relaunch coming on August 8th, this Saturday. So, pretty exciting stuff coming. So, for now, from Titsonsaki, I'm not short 925. And thank you very much for watching.
And from MBS Sports and Games in Titsonsaki, I'm Kitty Cat Woman 231. We'll see you later.